Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Scarlet with Scarlet's Little Crafty Corner, and today we're going to do a whip and chat, but it's going to be a little different. So before I get into all of that, I am working on Melody by Myka Jelina, and she is a round diamond painting. She is a 56 by 71 centimeter, and she's got 2 ABs. I had an unboxing of her, which I will put somewhere in the description. That way you can go back and look at it if you've not watched it. And before I do anything, I'm also going to apologize because I know that there is a glare in here from my window. And I can't help it because I don't want to turn on the lights in here, so I have my windows open. Also, if there's a little bit of shaky, I apologize for that also. So I am fixing to be working on this section right here. If y'all can see that, you might not be able to. It might not be that close. I'm not sure. But anyway, it is DMC color 740. Okay. So, I have for a while wanted to do a video on how to diamond paint. And I've just put it off, and I've put it off because, for one, I really didn't know how to begin it. And two, I just was always, you know, starting something else. I either had an unboxing or I had, you know, something else. I just never thought a whole lot into making a how-to video. And besides that, there's so many others out there. And before I even start this video, I will say I am absolutely no expert in anything. Okay? I have been diamond painting for over a year, and anything that I am about to say is just stuff that I have picked up on, stuff that I have learned, and that's it. I mean, it's nothing. I am no expert. I am no expert at all whatsoever. But the main reason I am doing this is because I've had someone that I know that has started diamond painting, and they were asking me a bunch of questions, and I'm like, you know, telling them what I have learned and everything, and I'm like, you know what? Instead of me texting back and forth for an hour trying to explain 2 or 3 things, or, you know, being on the phone or whatever, I've wanted to do a video on this anyway for a minute now. I've just, like I said, keep putting it off. So I figured, you know what the crap, I'm just going to go ahead and make a video and put it out there, because you know what, I was new at one time also, and it was like everything I could read or find or listen to or watch a video or whatever, I did. I mean, it was like I fell in love with this so fast and so hard that I was just like a sponge. Anything that I could find about diamond painting, I mean, it was like an obsession there for a while. So I figured, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make a video. And in this video, because there's just so much that you can't get everything in one video, or we'll be here all day. So I figured I would just kind of put this into different parts, maybe. I don't know. I've really not thought this through a whole lot. I just sat down the other day and was like, you know what? I've been wanting to do this, so let's just jot down some stuff and just just video it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So I figured in this video I would do like a whipping chat, and we would just hit the basics. Terminology of what diamond painting is, what different terms mean, stuff like that. Okay, so, and I have me some notes, so I'm probably going to be referring to notes quite often. So, I guess first thing is, what is diamond painting? Well, everybody that you ask that question to, they all pretty much have the same answer. And it is basically the cross between paint by numbers and cross stitching. Now, I've never cross stitched a day in my life. I wouldn't even begin to know how to do it. But paint by numbers I have done years and years and years and years ago. So basically, now these are my definitions of what this stuff means. This is not, you know, like I said, I am no expert. It may not be the correct terminology, but it is my terminology, I guess you could say. So, this is what I think. My opinions, whatever. So, basically, diamond painting is it's cross between cross stitching and paint by numbers. But basically what it is you're filling in, it's just the process of filling in areas of color. Instead of with paint or thread, you're using these little plastic beads. Okay? Well, they're just little plastic resin beads, and they're, I don't know if you can pick this up, maybe. Okay. Let me put my tray down. Okay. So, these beads, that's what I'm calling them for a second. I don't know. It's not going to focus in. Okay. They're flat on one side and then domed on the other. Okay? It's like a half circle. The flat part is what sticks on the canvas. The other side is faceted, which is why they call them diamonds. Okay, because they look, they're faceted, whatever, however you pronounce it, like a diamond. So that's why they call it diamond painting. Let's see. The cross stitch part, I'm assuming the reason they say that is because the colors that we use are basically the color of thread that you would be using if you were cross stitching, which is the DMC color chart. Now, do not ask me what DMC stands for, because I don't know. I don't know. And I didn't go through and, you know, look up abbreviations and stuff. Or not abbreviations, but, oh crap. I didn't go through looking up anything, okay? This is, like I said, this is just my opinion. This is what I have learned. So, Anyway. Oh, come off there. So, that's what diamonds are called. Or why they call these little pieces of plastic diamonds. Is just because they have the facets like a diamond. Okay? Alright, so pretty much that's what diamond painting is. Okay? Now, as far as the DMC colors go, most of them are all going to be the same. If it's DMC charted, it's going to have a number associated with that color. So, well, we'll just say, for instance, black, we all know is 310. That is the DMC charted number for that color. That's the black will always be 310. Okay, now not all companies use DMC numbers, and a lot of them will just put on there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or A, B, C, D, or, you know, they'll slap some symbols on there, but they're not always listed by their DMC number. So, you know, sometimes it is what it is. So, if they are DMC charted, you will have the number. Well, I don't have any in front of me, and I have this covered up. But your DMC number will have, how do I say this? This symbol that I'm working on is 420. Isn't that what I said? 740. Okay, so that's always going to be that color. The colors never change. The numbers never change. That is the number assigned to that color forever and always. Now, the symbols and stuff on your legend or your key will change, but never the color or the number of the color, if that makes sense. And maybe I probably shouldn't say that, but anyway, that's basically how they chart the DMC colors. Now, die lots is a different story. Even though you have DMC colors, 310 is always going to be black. Okay, now you might get a company that their die is a shade or two off, so it's going to make that color a shade or two off. So you do have to watch that. And I know I sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, but not in this video, but in a different video I will get into the different die lots and everything that has to do with that. This right now, I'm just giving you the basic terminology, okay? So, alright. So basically that's what diamond painting is. Alright. Let me see. Now these terms that I'm using are in no particular order. They're just, as I was making notes, I was like, oh yeah, don't forget about this one. Oh yeah, this one. So there's no order in this. So the first one I wrote down was, if you hear somebody saying DP, that just means they're diamond painting. DP just stands for diamond paint. Okay, drills. Now, honestly, I don't know why people call the diamonds drills. I don't know. But if you hear somebody say the drills, they're talking about the diamonds. Okay, let's see. If you hear somebody talking about it being confetti or confetti heavy. What that means is if you have, like, you see me working this area right here, and if I am constantly having to change colors because just within a short, small area, there's like 16 different colors up in here, and I'm constantly, you know, having to change colors, kind of like right in here, which I don't consider this being confetti heavy, but there are several colors within this small area, so that, I guess, what they consider confetti. This is color blocking. When you have a larger area, like all of this is one color, one symbol. All of this was one color, one symbol. Same here. Same here. Or you'll see where there's a lot of black or the white in one area, and people say, you know, they're living the 310 life. That's color blocking. That's a lot of one color in a large area. Single placing is when you use your single placer and you put drill by drill, diamond by diamond. That's single placing. If you're using a multi-placer, which just means that you can place more than one drill or diamond at a time, that's multi-placing. Just like I'm doing right here. I've got 4 on this 4-placer, and I don't even have a spot for a 4. But this right here is multi-placing. I just placed 3 drills at one time. Okay? That's what that means. If you hear people talking about popping, that means that once they put the drills on, they're wanting to pop off. And you can take your hand and feel across your drills, and you can feel if one is popped up a little bit, because it's just going to be uneven, and most of the time you can just push it right on back down and it'll stick. But that's what it is. They're not wanting to stick to the canvas, so they're wanting to pop off. Which a lot of people will roll their canvas, which I'll tell you that one in a minute. But that's what popping means, is that the drills are wanting to pop off the canvas. Which most of the time, if that is happening, there is either an issue with your glue or your adhesive or the drill itself. Whether it's a bad drill, maybe, or the drills aren't proportioned to where they're the same size, and you've got them like not fitting right, so they're popping up and popping off. That's what that means. Let's see. If you hear people say that they're drilling, that just means they're diamond painting. They're putting the drills on the canvas. They're drilling. AB drills. Like I said, this canvas has got 2 AB drills. Okay, so AB drills, AB stands for Aurora Borealis, and what it is it's a coating that they put on the drills to make them shiny, sparkle. They're very different, and if you can see, and let me see, I can show you some. Let's see, right here, I don't know if you can see this because I can't see into my camera. These drills right here are AB drills. These are not. These are just regular drills. And these, you can see that they're shiny and they sparkle. That's all that is. It's just a coating on the drills that make them shiny and sparkly. Okay. Alright, I've got to change colors because I'm done with that color. And, woo! It just made my drills go everywhere. Alright. Let's see, what else? Sitting here looking. Okay, crystal drills, or there's crystals, there's ABs, which I just told you about. These are just your plain resin drills. They come with every kit. And then you've got what they call crystals or rhinestones, special drills, and all those are what it says. They are special drills, are drills that are, well, okay, so crystal drills and rhinestones and special drills, they look like jewels. They can look like gemstones, jewels, they look like what you would use in jewelry, okay? It's about the best way I can explain it without, well, I might have some, hold on. Let me move a few things over on my desk, and I could probably show you what they are, or at least some of them. Nope. I thought I had some in here, but I don't. Okay, so, like I said, crystals and rhinestones, they look like jewelry. Gemstones are jewelry. And special gems, or special drills are just crystals or whatever that are shaped different. They could be in the shape of a diamond, they could be in the shape of teardrops, they could be a little bit bigger than a regular drill. They're just special. And I know that's kind of hard to explain without showing them to you, and I apologize that I don't have any to show you. Maybe in a future video. Okay, had to get a drink. Okay, so let's see. You pretty much get the idea, though, of what I'm talking about when I say that. And let's see. Storage. Good. Googly moogly. Storage. Excuse me. Could be anything. Storage basically is just whatever you keep your drills in. And it could be anything from baggies to condiment containers. It could be cupcake holders. It could be I mean, it's endless on what you can use to hold these things in. I have seen some really crazy ideas people have done to hold their drills in. But your most popular containers are going to be the Elizabeth Ward bead storage, which I don't have and would love to try. I want to get my hands on a set of those so bad. Or the ones I use, which are the Harbor Freight containers. I love them. But I would like to try the Elizabeth Ward ones. Okay, let's see. Stash. Okay. Your stash, when you hear somebody talking about their stash, all that means is how many diamond paintings they have that they've not worked yet. I think in my stash at last count, I think I had I'm wanting to say maybe 11, I think, but I'm not 100% sure without looking. But it can be your diamond paintings. Most of the time, that's what they're talking about, is their diamond paintings. But it can also be their pens, cover minders, their wax. It's stuff they own, stuff they have that, you know, that they're collecting. That's their stash. Okay. What else? Pens. Duh. Your pen. And when somebody talks about their pen, that's what they're talking about, is what kind of pen they have. Because that's what you use to pick up the drills to place on your canvas, is your pen. Okay. Let's see. And also your wax or glue. That's what you use in your either single placer or your multi-placer. That's what you use to pick up your drills to put on your canvas. Okay, some people use wax, some people use glue dots, some people, if you hear them say pink wax or blue wax, or there's a white wax, there's a yellow wax, there's just so many. There's patty wax, there's blue tack, museum putty, oh my god, we could sit here and just do a video on that stuff. But that's what it is. It's whatever they're using in their multi-placer and their single tipped to pick up their beads, drills, diamonds, to put on their canvas. That's what that stuff's for. Okay, so there is a poured glue. There is a double-sided adhesive. And there is what they call I think they call it a mounted glue. I'm not 100% on that because I've yet to get a canvas that had that. But I think they use that on the TSA canvases, and I could be so wrong. But I think that's what I've heard. So, anyway. So when you hear those two or those three terms used, all that means is that is the sticky that is on these canvases that your drills stick to. This is a poured glue, okay? And that is exactly what it is. It's poured glue. They took glue, they poured it on the canvas, swiped it off, and then this is what you use to put your stuff on, okay? Double-sided adhesive is a big sheet of a, look here. Best way I can explain double-sided adhesive, it's tape, okay? It's a big, huge sheet of tape. You know, you can go to any stationery section, Walmart, Dollar Tree, Target, wherever, and you can get rolls of double-sided sticky tape, and it looks like Scotch tape, but it's sticky on both sides. That's all this stuff is. It's just in a huge big sheet that they use to cover the picture with, okay? And then talking about double-sided adhesive, which is a couple terms that I forgot to put on there that I just thought of. Rivers. You get rivers with double-sided adhesive. And all that is an air pocket up underneath that tape. And you just take your box cutter or a knife and you just slice that sucker, and it'll just let the air out of it. Flatten it down, you're good. Okay, let's see, what else? Your canvas. When they say canvas, this is your canvas. It's your picture, okay? Okay, there is full drill, and then there is a partial drill, okay? Full drill just means that the whole picture gets drilled. You actually put your diamonds on every single piece of that picture. It's a full drill. When they say partial drill, that means that only some of that picture is going to be drilled. For example, if you have a picture of Santa Claus's face, of his head, we'll just say his head. Okay, if there is only glue on his hat, but not on his beard, and you put diamonds on his hat, but you can't his beard, that's a partial. That means that picture was partially, that you could partially drill that picture. Parts of it are, parts of it's not. Does that make sense? Hope so. Okay, so what else? I was hoping this would be sort of a short video. Okay, kit. If you hear somebody talk about their kit, the word kit just means everything. It's their whole kit. That means their canvas, their pen, their wax, their tray, the whole thing. It's their kit, their whole kit. Okay, when you hear tray, this is a tray, okay? Every kit comes with a tray, but they're usually the little bitty cheap green boats, which is another term, boat. If you hear them say boat, it's the little green trays or little white trays that have no spout. It just looks, they're shaped like a boat. So that's, they call it the boat. Okay. And trays, Lord, there's another one that's a whole video to itself, is for trays. Because there's so many different trays, different size trays, different shaped trays. All a tray is it's, you stick your diamonds down in it, you shake it so that they flip up to where you can get a hold of it. That's what your trays are for. Some are big, some are small, some are shaped different, some are different colors. And some are different prices. Okay, so light pad. Light pad is a game changer. Absolute game changer. Like right now I'm not using no light pad, but it's under here. And all it is a plastic pad that you plug in. It lights up and you can see through your canvas, because you put it up underneath your canvas, and you can see the light will filter through your canvas, and it will make all these, it makes everything brighter to where it stands out. You can see them, because face it, this stuff is small, and it just makes everything so much better. So much better. So yes, I see people ask, the question all the time. Is a light pad really necessary? Well, it may not be necessary, but it is a game changer. Definitely, definitely, definitely get you a light pad. Okay. A magnifier. That's another one. Game changer. Because like I said, these things are like teeny, 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 tiny. Teeny, tiny. And they are so hard, especially if you're somebody like me who has bad eyesight anyway. These things are so hard to see. And it's, again, it's hard to see these little squares or little circles or whatever because they're so small. So if you have a magnifier, makes a world of difference. Big, big, big world of difference. So yeah, I highly recommend a light pad and a magnifier. A roller. Okay, this is what I was talking about a while ago when everything wants to pop off or you don't quite get these things pushed down really well. They have a roller. But you can use anything. You do not have to go out. You don't have to go out and buy nothing for this craft. Everything is supplied in your kit, okay? But there's accessories that you can get to go with this, just like with anything, if you want to buy them. You don't have to. You really don't. But before you purchase anything, please go check reviews. Go do your homework. Because I'm telling you, when I first started doing this, I was like, oh my God, I need to go get this and I need to go. No, you don't. Because a lot of it becomes a waste of money that you don't need. And once you get it, you don't like it. So shop around, do your homework, and read reviews. I can't stress that enough. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying? Your roller. You can use a glass to roll this over. Look, when I first started diamond painting, I didn't have a roller. You know what I used? I used one of them. I had a great big bottle of ibuprofen, and that's what I used. I would roll my ibuprofen bottle across this thing, and it would flatten them down just fine. You can use a glass ibuprofen pill bottle roller as a roller. You can use a rolling pin that you would use if you were making dough. You don't have to necessarily go out and buy anything. Nothing. Okay, so let's see what else. Sealing. If you hear somebody say that they're sealing their canvas, that means they are putting a chemical down on their canvas to seal it so that these things won't come off, okay? I myself have never sealed a canvas. I myself, my opinion, don't see the necessity of it. Because if this glue is good and you stick these diamonds down on it and you roll it and make sure your diamonds are stuck down onto it, if there's no popping, I don't see any reason to seal this. I could be wrong. Like I said, this video, this is my opinion, y'all. But if per se you get a canvas and the sticky is crap, because I do have one canvas that I can remember that does probably need to be sealed because the diamonds are popping off of it. And in a case like that, if the diamonds are popping off and will not stay on, I can see sealing something like that. Or if you have a picture that you are not putting in a frame, because there again, I think if you actually put these in frames, you really shouldn't have an issue of the diamonds popping off. And anyway, I mean, I don't know. But I could see maybe possibly if you were sticking your picture somewhere like in the bathroom, to where, you know, when you take a shower or whatever, the steam could possibly loosen up the glue and cause it to, you know, cause them to pop off. I could see sealing that. And like I said, if it's just the fact that they're just popping off, I can see sealing. But other than that, I don't seal. And then maybe the occasional special drills, like, you know, if you've seen the purses and stuff, something that is going to be constantly moved and brushed across or something, I could see sealing that. But just sealing a picture like this, no, I don't think so. But anyway, a lot of people, they use Mod Podge, or there's another sealer that they use. I can't even remember what the name of it is. But they do seal it, and all it does is it just glues the diamonds into the glue. Okay, so enough about that. Let's see, trash. If you hear someone talking about trash, that means the drills. That means they're trashy drills. They're either broke, cracked, let's see, they have nubs on them. They could be stuck together. Just trash drills. That's what they mean when they say trash. Hitchhikers. Okay, so hitchhikers are like, if you get a bag of drills, unopened bag of drills, and say, for example, if you've got a bag of blue drills and there's 2 or 3 red drills in that bag, those are considered hitchhikers, because it's, you know, an oddball color within a bag of dominant colored drills. But that's what they call them, as hitchhikers. The term kitting up or kitting down. Okay, so what that means is, if you're kitting up, that means you are getting ready to start a new canvas. That means you are getting your drills ready, putting them in the containers that you're going to use for that canvas. You're putting labels on them if you need to. You're getting your pins ready, getting your wax ready, getting everything ready to start a new canvas. You're just kitting up. Okay, kitting down is the exact same thing, but opposite. That just sounded stupid, didn't it? Anyway, that is, if you are kitting down, that means you've finished said project, your canvas, and now you are going to go into the process of taking and putting your leftover drills. Some people throw them away, some people stick them in a storage. That's another video. I personally, I keep everything. I do, because there has been a couple times I have ran out of a color, and thank God I had that color in my storage. And a lot of these companies say, hey, if you run out, call, email us, and we will send you replacements. Well, that's all well, fine, and good. But if you're like me, number one, I don't want to have to wait. Because if I'm almost done and I've ran out of a color, that means I'm going to have to set that canvas aside or skip over that and wait for them to get me that color. And we all know how the post office and stuff goes, how slow mail is. So I don't want to wait on it. So thank goodness I had some that was left over. But that's all that is. Kitting up and kitting down is just the process of starting one or being done with one. Let's see. We're almost done. Matter of fact, all I've got is one more. WHIP. Should have probably said that one first. WHIP stands for Work in Progress. So, if you are looking at YouTube and you come across somebody who says, we're going to be doing a WHIP and chat, that just means that it's a work in progress. This right here is my WHIP. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. And it could be anything. It could be a diamond painting. It could be if you crochet and you're not done with your project. It could be paint by numbers that you're not done with. It could be all kinds of stuff. But that's what WHIP means. And then there are all kinds of terms that people use, and then of course new things come up all the time, but those are your main ones that I can think of off the top of my head. And you can leave me a comment if you want, if you know of something that I didn't mention. But like I said, this is going to be a couple videos I'm going to make to go with this one, because I do know that I've not mentioned a lot of stuff, like cover minders, and all that is, it's a magnet. They're cutesy little magnets. It's a cutesy little thing with a magnet, two magnets actually. There's a magnet on this, and then there's a magnet that you put underneath your canvas, and all it does is it holds this plastic out of the way. Okay, that's a cover minder. They're also called needle minders for people who cross stitch, and all it is they put their needle on there so they don't have to keep putting everything up. They just lay their needle on it and they can, you know, keep their threads or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I don't cross stitch, so I don't know. This tape, let's see, this is called washi tape. And all it is decorative tape that we use to section off these big areas of plastic so that we can do this in sections. And you'll see a lot of people will also put the washi tape on the outside, because depending on whether or not it's poured glue or double-sided adhesive, it's always going to be out here on the side. So usually we stick the washi tape on top of it so that it doesn't get dust, grime, cat hair, dog hair, dirt, cookie crumbs, whatever. It doesn't get on the outside. Legend, or let's see, the word legend, or oh my god, what is it that we call this? The legend, or the crap. Oh my god, I just went blank. I just happened to look down. This right here, it's the legend. And all it is it shows us how many, for the most part, how many colors is in this canvas, and it will show the codes of your colors. And then of course this is a Diamond Arts Club, so we are diamond or DMC coded, so that's the numbers of the color. But most people will call it the legend or something else. Good googly moogly, I can't think of what the term's called, and I just said it earlier, I think. Anyway, leave me a comment, because I can't remember. Brain fart. So anyway, like I said, I am by no means an expert. absolutely not an expert. I've just been doing this for over a year, and this is the things that I have figured out either on my own, or I have researched, or I mean, you just learn it. And there's so much more that I will get it in part 2, because it's just, I don't have enough time, and nobody wants to watch a 2-hour video. So like I said, I'm going to break this up into a couple videos, because I want to show how to, your basic kit, what it looks like, how to kit. Well, I actually have a video of how to kit up and how to kit down. So I don't know if I will do a video of either one of those, because those can be referred to in other videos that I've got. But I do want to go into some more basics. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and just, you know, like I said, just remember, I'm no expert, but I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, and anybody who is new, thank you. And, you know, by all means, if y'all think of something that I did not mention, please put it in the comments. I'll hit on it in the next video. And I guess until my next one, y'all, have fun diamond painting, and I will see all y'all later. Bye, y'all.